Hey everybody, Nate Lee here, just trying to stay in tune with this weather, and also got a new 𝐁𝐨𝐮𝐵 pick. This is the XL size with 3 round edges. You all know I like the round picks, and it's a 1.2 millimeter, and it's one of the limited edition custom Play Nately branded picks. This is in the Dark Tone material, which I think of as, and you all know I was a Blue Chip fan for many years and still am. I think of this one as if the Blue Chip was just a little bit better, just another notch up. Nothing against Blue Chips, they're fantastic picks, but boy, has Frank at 𝐁𝐨𝐵𝐶 done really done a number with these ones. So they're really cool. Speaking of, watch till the end of the video, and I'm giving away 2 of these picks, so I'll tell you how you can get in that raffle for that as well as a private lesson. So today I've got a subscriber question to answer. This question is from Marilyn, and it's related to some terminology you hear music teachers use, and it's being used more and more. And that terminology is horse, donkey, horse, cow. And I use it a lot. A bunch of you come to my workshops and take private lessons from me and been at all the camps and all that. You know what I'm talking about. But most people right now don't know what this naming convention means. This was started by Brian Wickland, and it made its way to Megan Lynch Chowning and then to me eventually. And it's a really cool way to keep track of parts of a song. So I'll show you what I mean and what horse, donkey, horse, cow can do for you to help you understand music better and communicate with others better. It's a really simple concept. So we're going to take the fiddle tune standard chinkapin hunting. That's what I was playing right at the beginning of this. A lot of you know my recording on my first album, Plays Well with Others. I had this song on it, and it's one of my favorites. And so I like to use this for an example for horse, donkey, horse, cow because it's a really straightforward example. So if you take the A part of chinkapin hunting, it is made up of 4 licks. You have the first one, then comes lick number 2, and it's like an answer to lick number 1. Then we get to lick number 3, but on most fiddle tunes, lick number 3 is exactly the same as lick number 1, and that is the case in chinkapin hunting. So we play that lick again. And finally, we get a 4th lick that is a unique lick, although it often shares several or more notes with donkey. Oop, I'm giving it away already. And then we get to the last lick, which is a unique lick, except it often shares a few notes or even more with lick number 2. So in this case, our last lick is like that. So those are 4 licks. Oh, I hear my little buddy waking up. You might hear some crying from the next room. He's waking up from his afternoon nap, and you could say he's not exactly an afternoon person. So anyway, the phrases are something that lots and lots of players have noticed and teachers address it, but it's also something that most players I have taught this to had not really thought about before if they're in beginner or intermediate level workshops. And it is really helpful because, as you saw, it was kind of cumbersome with me talking about here's the first phrase, and then there's a second phrase, and then there's another phrase that's actually the first phrase, but it's a 3rd phrase. And then finally this other phrase, it's cumbersome. Now, a lot of people use numbers. They could say lick 1, lick 2, lick 1, lick 3, but that's a little bit confusing the way it lays out. And also numbers are already taken. Numbers are taken with chord numbers, 1, 4, 5. They're taken with finger numbers, 1, 2, 3. What else are they taken with? Scale degree numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. Just numbers are taken. Now you could use letters like they use for parts of songs, A, B, A, C, and so on, but those are taken too. We've already got A and B and C and all that kind of stuff. A, B, C, it's all taken. So Brian Wickland came up with this other way of doing it, which is to give it some pretty ridiculous names, and you all know me, I really like ridiculous things, so I latched onto it right away. So how it works is the first phrase, which is a call, it is a question that's being asked. That first phrase we call horse. Then it has an answer to it, and we call that donkey. Then, in most fiddle tunes, we come back to that first phrase, horse, again. We even play it identically. The If there was a variation, we just call it second horse is what I like to call it. So maybe it had a little variation. Something like that. We just call it second horse. But most don't. They just repeat horse exactly the same again, like this arrangement does. And that is another call, another question. And then we have an answer to it, which is cow. So the way this works is we have a question. It's kind of like when you go to watch a show and somebody's like, how is everybody tonight? And everybody's like, yeah. So that's the question, horse. How is everybody tonight? And then donkey is, yeah. How is everybody tonight? They ask again and everybody's like, woo. So that's horse and cow. This question, answer, question, different answer. This is helpful for communication with your teacher or with me if you're learning from me or with other people that you're jamming with. It's also really helpful conceptually for you to understand how these licks go together, that if you take a part like this, 1A part of a song, if you take that 1A part, it seems daunting. There's so many notes to learn, but there really aren't that many, because if you take half of it, you realize half of it is the same lick. Realize half of it is the same lick, then that means you really only have 3 licks to learn. And then if you look at donkey and cow in most songs, they have a lot in common. For instance, our donkey here, up to this point, is the same as cow here. So it's a lot less to learn. At that point, we're really looking at 2 licks and change to learn. Now there's another major comparison here to notice that even farther reduces how many notes you have to play. So take a second, think about that, and see if you can answer me in the comments. What other thing is the same that reduces how many notes you actually have to learn? So while you're thinking about that, I'll tell you about my upcoming class real quick, how you can win a custom Play Nately branded 𝘁𝗵𝗶𝘀 pick. And I've got a bunch to choose from too. I'm giving away 2 of them plus a free private lesson. If you sign up for my upcoming workshop, Mando Licks That Changed Everything, you can get a chance to win one of 2 𝘁𝗵𝗶𝘀 picks and a free private lesson. These picks are $40 a piece. A private lesson with me is $110. So there's a lot of value there. We are extending early bird pricing by 1 day to include today. That's Tuesday, the 20th of February. And if you sign up today, you can get $90 early bird pricing. After today, it goes up to $100. Classes start February 26th, and they go for 3 sessions, February 26th, March 4th, and March 11th. Those should all be Mondays. If I got that wrong, let me know in the comments. So sign up. We're going to be covering how to take boring old breaks and spice them up to make them spicy breaks, plus a bunch of other stuff related to really cool mandolin licks that help you sound like a pro. All right, so maybe you've got the answer now. The thing that reduced the amount of licks, the amount of notes you have to learn, is that all the licks started with this same thing. I mean, wow. Lick number 1, horse. Right up to there is just like donkey. And just like cow. That means to learn this song, all you have to do, or to learn the A part of this song, all you have to do is learn this. And then learn the 3 different ways to end it. Horse ends on an open A. Donkey ends on an open D. And cow ends with 4 notes. And that's it. So you learn 1 lick, plus, what are we at? 6 extra notes, you know a whole A part. And here's what's crazy about this. Most people will go through a song like this and they'll learn every lick independently, which is the right way. You should learn licks independently, but they don't notice that there's so much that's the same. And when you don't notice, you actually have to spend an equal amount of time learning every lick because you don't realize it's the same thing happening again. So then you end up spending about 4 times more time than you need to learn an A part like this one from Chinkapin hunting, which is pretty crazy. That's a lot of wasted practice time. As you know, I specialize in helping you reduce your practice time so you can get good fast. I cater to adult learners. We all have jobs. We've got stuff to do. There's just not enough time to practice 10 hours a day like some homeschooled kid might. So I help you cut corners. If you want help cutting corners, come see me for a private lesson. and I'll help you get better faster. We'll cut out all the fluff and do the stuff that really matters. Also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to this channel and click that like button. It helps the channel out a whole lot. And comment below, tell me what you thought of this video. I also have a mini course on chinkapin hunting. If you liked that, so that arrangement there, the mini course has my melody arrangement, my solos, the chords I play, all of it, all in one little mini course. Totally affordable, so check it out. All right, everybody, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.